Заач. Сургуульд төрөө.
Дуулаа шүү. Удаан л хөтлөрлээ. Алцсан зүрсэн. Алцаж эхлэв.
We got this way. We get the.
Срол. Invitational ч тийм одлоо нэг.
Аа?
Invitational тийм одлоо нэг.
Фак. Тэр бохон зөв юм уу? Доогоор усъя. Хоёул угаасаа оройд тишлээ. Басин руу усчих уу?
Дайлан чамаагүй.
Аа зүгээр нэг
басины дээр тэр буулаа. Oh my, буучлаа шүү дээ.
Цонхоор яаж орох юм бэ? Орохгүй байх. Үсэл бууж.
Үсэрч.
Чи басин руу ороогүй зү?
Орсон шүү дээ. Нам буудаад наа. Ноклчлаа шүү дээ.
Ногтч энд бүр 2 3 AR вэ шүү дээ.
Бас очдоо.
Зүгээр би ална. Хааны? Гадаа юу?
Гадаа.
Хач. Үгүй гадаа гүйсэн. Тэгтээ ийш орсон юм уу? Арасуу.
Тийм.
Ийш.
За.
Горон шиг юм биш. Ганц юу болчих юм бэ? Тэхүү. Юу л бүрлээ. Бороо юм асал.
За, доллар.
Юу ихтэй цаавэр юм блээс.
Хоёр юм чагч. Бэс талцаа шүү. Хакер шүү дээ. Proper nickname гэсэн.
Цастах кейс нэ. Дотроос нь Creator. Иш хогийн Creator. Дотор хайтыг харахаар ийм үү.
I'm like, goddamn bitch, I am not a teen choice. Goddamn bitch, I am not a beach boy.
Өнөөдөр бол толооны
Юу мета юу?
нэг нь яг нэг нь ялаа.
Monster гэх.
Цаг хугацаа хамгийн чухал нь.
Хургийн дэвлүүлдэг л.
Бэчтөө ганц үнэхээр өөр. Чи бэчтөө өөр.
Envious face гэж.
Мөнхийн тэнгис. Мөнгө нэмэгч. Өөдрөө амьдралыг гэрэлтүүлэгч. Эмэгтэй үнтэй олон улсын эмэгтэйчүүдийн эрхийг амлах баярын мэндийг хүргэе.
Оо олон юм яриад байгаа бэ? Тэмдэглэе.
Нэрээ.
Чи зөхөж гин үү?
Харин
Одоо юу?
харин
Ажил.
заа.
Наач угаасаа ямдрал наал ярилна гэж бохгүй. Скамас ямдрал.
Үндсэн сайт дээр л тийм битээ шүү дээ.
What? Блэйз ээж мэж юу болцсон юм бэ? Гоё ч юм уу?
Яа.
Блэйз ээж яриана. Харанхуу маа. Гоё харагдт юм би what the fuck. Пенанси гэдэг шүү дээ. Дээд. Харин нөгөө харагдаж байна.
Jumping down, porting back up, making sure Blizzo stays alive. Map with small choke points as well. Make sure that Blizzo gets all of the kills that Botar needs. And here we see the final moments of the game. Nice defensive line from Waz, but that grip is going to secure the deal. And Swapsy is going to be taking Raikou down right there. And honestly, this game was not won because of Method's pick. This game was won. I don't like to put things on one player, but when you play RMP, if one guy makes a crucial mistake, that's the lost series. Zuniaki greeted his pain suppression earlier on during that match, which meant that he dropped super low, had to use that Dark Archangel to actually recover some of that healing, which means that when they actually went for that kill setup with the Icy Veins onto Botar, they did, Northern did not have a trinket on a Waz because there was still a 10-second cooldown on that one, and which meant that Blizzard's leg sweep stuck onto Waz, which meant that Botar lived to see another day. And obviously, a game like this is not going to drag on for another 3 minutes where Raikou can actually like that.
Yeah, let's not take away from Botar though, because he had some huge plays of his own in this game. Preempted Iron Barks, preempted Bear Bombs, but also at the very end of that one, he got the Earth Soul's Vortex on Raikou's Blink, which meant he only had 1 charge left. He used that to try to get back up. They reconnected immediately, and then for basically for 25 seconds, he couldn't get away. Death Grip was available for Swapsy, so that's like 50 seconds he couldn't get away. They got so much momentum from that one play, and it basically led into the end of the game, as you were saying, Zico. The Dark Archangel, you lose the actual Archangel, the increased healing. It's such a risky pick. It's paid off in the first few games, but here, it just wasn't enough healing to keep him alive.
And now that brings up the burning question right now. Tolvaran Arena is going to be the last game. It is going to decide who goes home and who goes to BlizzCon. Supertees, what do we expect to see change as we jump in?
I mean, Method Triforce have to consider Warrior Death Knight has literally been obliterated every time they lock it in blind. There's absolutely no way. They'd be out of their mind to lock that in again moving into game. So they need to consider, is Blizzo going to play a Windwalker or a Demon Hunter? Overall, strategically, the Demon Hunter makes the most sense, but Blizzo's been playing well on Windwalker. I feel his defensive play, he avoided death near the end. He could have easily thrown that away if he had the inexperience that I think Northern were trying to exploit. So I feel like they maybe should stay on their Windwalker Death Knight, just the way that they're playing it. They seem to be doing very well. But I saw Botar, you know, he was rubbing his head. He was sweating in that game, so this is going to be tight.
Yeah, they're definitely not making it easy for him. Now, the other question is, too, on the other side for Northern. Obviously, they've been able to play Rogue Mage throughout this entire series. We've talked about the versatility that they do bring. They're looking way more versatile than they ever have before. But do you think this is still their strongest composition, or do you think if they actually move into one of the other playstyles, they'll look just as good?
I think it really depends on what Method lock in. Honestly, for me, this is the most excited blind pick of the entire tournament because it decides everything, right? And Method have looked really limited in their compositions. We talked, Zico, a little bit about the Demon Hunter coming out on them. They've seen very resistant Blizzo, and supposedly Fabio can play that, but they haven't played it a single time yet in this tournament. Maybe this is the time. I don't know what's going through their minds right now, but they seem really nervous.
Yeah, I really think that at this point in time, okay, never mind.
Are they being serious with this?
Do you think both are at least going to be playing Trinket in this game?
I just think they play comfortable. That's a big problem.
You bring up Relentless too. I mean, I think that's the other thing we really need to talk about. See, what on earth would make you play Relentless in all these games?
I think Botar believes that if he plays Trinket, as soon as he gets blinded, that's pretty much a guaranteed usage of his trinket or the AMZ or possibly both. So he's very scared of that. He thinks that if he plays Relentless and his DPS can fend off of themselves, then he has those reduced stun lock, which makes him survive those 5-10% HP bars. But it is a gamble, and you don't want to gamble unless you're gambling on a Demon Hunter DK, as we said previously.
Yeah. So we're going to get to see more of the of Northern. They've had some incredible openers. They've been getting really aggressive with this Dark Archangel. Zig, what do you expect to see this time around? Do you think they're going to switch up the strategy? Or do you think they're going to go for this same type of play?
I don't think they can. I feel like Northern, they're on a clock in this matchup. They've gotten a certain amount of attempts to find a kill, whether it be on Botar or switching off onto Swapsy or Blizzo. And if they can't meet that clock, then Method Triforce can take this away. But Botar's been fumbling in these TSG matchups. He's been falling behind really early on, and Northern have been ahead of the Mind Game. And I think Mind Games is where this Game 5 is going to be landing.
Just one more question remains then. Gamescom, are you ready to see the last team who is going to BlizzCon?
As we do load up into Tolvaron, the map choice, of course, coming out of Northern. It's the biggest, it's the best for these guys. Raikou, once again, Zuniaki on that Dark Archangel, and they get the immediate opener.
Yeah, they immediately stun Botar out of form. I'm surprised to not see them commit all in. They do now. Pull the trigger. Botar trying to recover from this initial aggression. Frenzy Regeneration has stabilized his health, but now that is over. Waz is just tunneling him, start to finish, really putting that gas pedal down, and Botar is stumbling. Will he be able to handle?
Raikou didn't get a single point of damage now. The Apocalypse popped by Swapsy. He wants to get offensive over onto Raikou. Has no mobility. A sap coming out of the blind onto Blizzo. They're trying to get offensive, but Dark, all the cooldowns from Blizzo are still available. They need to swap back over to Botar.
They wanted to swap to Botar, but they didn't go for the stun out of the sap. He was able to get in bear form and now out of line of sight. Botar is ready for the swap. He's in bear form, just waiting for Northern to pull the trigger. Dark Archangel available. Icy Veins as well. Here goes the trigger. Will it be enough? Nice sphere from Blizzo. Behind Botar a couple of seconds, but he needs more than a couple. Frenzy Regeneration recovering for now. Waz still tunneling through. Raikou held on to Icy Veins. Botar basically has nothing left. They go for the polymorph. They look for the swap. Blizzo is exploding right now in center field. Barely hangs on with that die by the sword, but Zuniaki follows out that crowd control chain with a Psychic Scream into a mind control. They're tunneling Blizzo down, trying to get Botar off guard. Looking for a swap now back to him. He's in bear form. He's ready. He's waiting. He's got that Iron Bark. Blizzo, I believe, now not available for himself. Raiku's got to get something done with his Icy Veins on the next stun. Yeah, Northern are really showing why they are the best Rogue Mage Priest in Europe right now. Swapping constantly. Blizzo still in control. Has to leap away, actually. That's really bad. He won't be able to connect to Raikou for quite some time. Frozen off is committed there by Raikou. He still has that Icy Veins, of course, available, but they haven't yet forced the anti-magic zone from Swapsy. Yes, and that's going to be a critical defense. Ring of Frost with Botar getting feared away off the pillar. If they keep stun combo in the open, Raiku's been holding on to what I feel like is too long. He needs to get this out soon if they're going to find a kill. Botar is getting starting to mount in favor of Method Triforce. Zuniaki's team slowly but surely rotting down. They go for the stun kill attempt. Once again, can Raikou connect the damage in time? Not enough damage, not even close. Botar is going to shake that off easy. Waz is still trying to follow it up with more damage. Can they tunnel Botar down? He's got the cooldowns to answer this. Doesn't even need to trade them out. Waz sees that the kill is lost. Trying to go back and help out Raikou. Northern's tournament lives are starting to fall. Will Botar's defense be broken? Yeah, we can even see Kidneys now over on Blizzard. They're peeling a little bit more. They're trying to get some damage onto him here. Blind Sap. This is, of course, the disadvantage of Relentless. He actually uses the anti-magic zone and leaps out of it, but he's able to get back in. Well played by Blizzo. They do force that with the Icy Veins. Double fear away. Blizzo buying Botar. A couple more seconds to top off. Now Raikou in trouble. Will he be able to hang on? Ice Block traded out. Zuniaki running out of mana, though. Blizzo pummeling the heels, trying to put him on the back foot. Raikou manages to stabilize. Botar has Barkskin ready for the next attack. He's in bear form, just waiting. That was the Icy Veins. That could have been the last opportunity for Raikou to really get anything going. They go for Kidney Shot. They don't have enough damage. Botar shakes that off. They grip Raikou away. He gets gripped back in by Swapsy. Mind controls in desperation being spammed by Zuniaki as Northern are starting to lose their grit.
Yeah, Northern looking worse and worse. Raikou might be forced into his second ice block. He cold snaps, able to kite away for now, but the Archangel has been used. The Icy Veins has been used. The Shadow Blades even. There are no offensive plans of Northern's second ice block is forced.
Dude,
and
don't
the
switch
team
off.
focus is yet
What?
almost
There's literally nothing left for Northern as Method Triforce should have a free win from this point. Northern have to pull off a miracle. They drop the bomb. They go all in for Blizzo, but they don't have the damage to back it up. Blizzo leads in.
Cyclone on City.
Champions looking to take this series. He
dies.
Method Triforce are going to BlizzCon.
Northern is
believe
no
it.
more. This is why Method are your reigning BlizzCon champions. Take a look at them.
Look at the
Pack
reaction.
your bags. You are going back to BlizzCon.
You would not have predicted this, but you can never count out.
You can't count them out. You just count
Тий
them.
хожснос
They are
There's a method to that
going
madness.
to be there every year. There is a
Chaos
method to that
epistemological.
madness for sure. We are going to see them back on that main
Please
stage
conduct.
yet again. The question is, how far will they go?
People were saying
Just
that
no
the best
BlizzCon.
two teams in this competition were making a movie in Northern, and neither of them are going to BlizzCon. They're both eliminated before the final day of Gamescom.
Yeah, this was such a crazy day. I think today was really one of those
Method
days that is just full of
Triforce.
heartbreak, and no matter which way it goes,
Yes, you
sending
do.
home some of the best teams in the world like Enjoy Legion and Northern. They had incredible seasons, that is for sure, but now it is time for teams like Method and Emo to shine yet again.
It's lost.
And this game was
Lost.
flawlessly played by Blizzo and both are doing a fantastic job keeping themselves alive
short of
defensively. Both are re-bear forming nearly
Short
every
sword.
single swap opportunity onto him. Blizzo doing a great job kiting under pressure when he was getting swapped to, and doing a phenomenal job disarming Waz and stopping him in his tracks from killing his healer every time Botar was stunned. This was just great World of Warcraft from both teams. I could not ask for a better way to close out the day. What a game.
I really can't even believe it.
After everything we've seen the
Dumb.
last couple of days.
Absolutely dumbfounded. Can we take a look at the bracket right now? I just want to see how everything looks. This
Need
has
some
just been
verification
such,
that
I
today
just need to make
happened,
sure
yeah.
this is real life.
Point
Now taking a
two.
look at your single elimination bracket. This is going to be the rest of what we look at. It's all the single elimination bracket. Everything is going to be an elimination match, but we know our teams that are going to BlizzCon, it's going to be Grumble, Method Triforce, Emo, and ABC. But tomorrow, we will be back. They are going to be playing for $100,000.
Yeah, and seeding, of course, we've seen in this tournament already, the seeding can be quite
Crucial,
impactful.
yes.
It's very, very important, especially when we've been talking a little bit to the teams about North America. Of course, that's the big rivalry. Everyone's like Europe or North America. All of these guys have been saying North America don't really have any strong teams except for one, and that's Tempo Storm. Every single time they mention this team, Tempo Storm, they're the team to beat. If you're the #1 seed coming out of Europe, you're not going to have to face them until very late in the BlizzCon bracket.
That is definitely a factor that we need to be thinking about. But that is going to be it for the matches today. We now know all of our teams who are going to BlizzCon for the European region, but we have plenty to get through tomorrow. Be sure to tune in to see where the $100,000 will fall. And